Okay, so currently I'm using my brother's phone. It's an iPhone, and it's not better than Android. Depends on the type of Android you have. But that's beside the point. So this is my real phone. All the videos you have seen on this channel, in fact, all the videos I've been making since 2022, they all came from this phone. And as you can see now, the screen is just significantly fucked up. So I can't really record with this phone again. And even though it's not even close to this iPhone I'm using to record now, it was good enough and it did bring good memories. But that's not really what this whole video is about. So the last time I did an updates video was, I don't know, I usually do it every 5 days. But the last one I did, or the last video you saw, or you are going to see, is I did it yesterday. Before I went, I told you I was going to the market and all that. So before I went, so let me try to make this make sense. The whole plan before was these are the two that I use, this tab and this phone. I use them normally on my day-to-day life. So the plan was like, and they were both functioning almost normally, except this one. Like I just showed you that the screen is bad and all that. The screen was already bad, but it was not this bad. So the whole plan was I will try and sell them all. And all these extra ones I showed you yesterday. The last one is not here now. I don't know where I kept it. But all these extra ones I showed you. So the plan was like I would just sell all of them. But majorly these two will be like the main driving force because both of them were working. So that's where. So the plan was I'll sell all these ones, and I was expecting maybe 20k to come out. Then also I talked about this PSP as well, and I'll sell it as well. Then I was expecting maybe 30, 20 as well to come out. I also had what do they call this thing? Bicycle at home. I was planning I'll sell that one as well. Another 20 will come out. Then I'll save up a little bit of money. Probably 10k will come out from that. And I was also like I could borrow about 10k. So that should be more than 60k already. So that was the plan. So yesterday I went to the market to try and sell these phones, all of them. So I didn't have like transport to go. So let me. I've made some stupid decisions just these past few days. So at first, let's go back to last week. So at first, I saved up, I think about 10k thereabouts. So now it was 9,000 something. So all this is naira, by the way. If you're living outside of Nigeria, if you're watching from a different country, just try to make it relate to your own country. Because if you try to convert naira to dollars or whatever place you're watching from, it just makes no sense. But just try and make it make sense. So I saved about 9k, and the plan was like I'll just be saving little by little, and however much can come out of that, I'll add it with however much I'm able to sell all this stuff when pay off the school fees, pay off the debts. Life is good. So I saved about 9k, but sometime last week I was tempted. I felt like enjoying myself a little bit, so I went and I spent about 3k out of the 9k. So it was not remaining 6k. And what did I spend it on? Bread, egg roll, like stupid things basically. So I was left with that 6k, and I knew that if I just gave myself access to that money, I'll probably spend it on another set of stupid things. So I now went to this like all these savings account stuff that you can lock your money away and you can't have access to it for a certain period of time. So I now did that for the 6k, then locked it away till the end of this month. So I couldn't have access to it. So then that was before the plan I just told you now. So then also at home, when I went home, I sold. So there was this, like I have my normal bicycle I ride. I don't know, the last time I rode it was like January, so that's part of the reason why I want to sell it. But I still ride it. I still like it obviously. But if I'm being honest with myself, I don't really use it. I'm not saying that, okay. I don't really use it that much, that's why. So, well, basically, the plan was to sell it. So we had this other mini bicycle before that they bought for my younger sister when she was like 5 years old or something like that. So it has just basically died and been abandoned. So at home, I took that abandoned bicycle along with like other random junk, like metallic stuff, like iron. So I sold it to all these condemn iron guys. So here in Nigeria, there are some people that used to push this wheelbarrow thing, and they used to collect like metals. I think the whole plan is they will take all those things and go and recycle it. So if you're able to give them more valuable metal and a lot of them, they will pay you money for it. So I sold the bicycle and I sold all those, like they were like roofing sheet stuff. So I just gathered as many as I could and sold everything. So I sold it for about 4,000. So I was like making decent progress. So where I now, like this is where the story now starts to not make sense anymore. So I had the 4K and I brought it. No, it was not even 4K. I had 4K normally. Then when I went home, from loose change and everything, it was now up to close to 6,000. So that was another 6K plus when I had locked away. So that was already about 12K there. But so good progress. But so when I like entered bus, transport and everything, it was now remaining 5,000 something. So this is when I made a stupid mistake. So I now went to all these loan apps. This was before I borrowed the money from the first loan app. So I went to this loan app, and this one I'm already almost like a customer to them because I'm ashamed to say sure, but I used to borrow money from them. It was in the past, but I paid off the last debt, and I swore to myself I'll never borrow again. And I borrowed again. But before I borrowed again, I also downloaded this other app because I remember I saw the adverts again, and all these guys usually used to promise like, oh, just download the app and you can borrow 1 million instantly. And the thing is true, like you can actually borrow 1 million. It's just that it's not instantly, and if you want to borrow it instantly, like they almost look at how active your bank account is. So if you are maybe somebody that receives a lot of money fairly consistently and all that, or you're a high status person, of course they'll allow you borrow the money instantly and everything. But if you are just like a broke dumbass, just like myself, you're not borrowing shit. So basically I downloaded this app just to test it. 2 of them like that. So I downloaded them in the past. I'd like left that life, deleted them, abandoned them. So I downloaded it and just like logged in again. So the first one allowed me to borrow 4,000. So but the way I now noticed it was you can borrow 4,000, but when you now pay back, like the next level of money you can borrow will not be locked. So when you pay back that 4,000, the next one will now unlock. So I now borrowed that 4,000. So I had, like I said, I had about 5,000 something with me. Made stupid financial decisions. But basically before I went to borrow the loan and this thing, so I know I told you I quit sports betting and quit sporting and everything. I went back. So after the it was 5,500, and I put 1.5 inside the sporting account. It was like to double, triple, 10x, whatever. I was desperate, you can't blame me. So the money, in summary, everything just it all went away. So from 5.5, I now had about 3.5 left. So I now borrowed the 4,000. So the when you borrow the 4,000, or when I borrowed it, I was now to pay back 4.8. So since I already had 3,000, I could just add 800 to it. It's not too much money. I just paid it back, and when I now paid it back, just like the theory I had created, it was correct. So I paid back the 4,000, the 4.8 rather, and they now allowed me to borrow 6,000, and I was excited. Like, so that means because I now saw the things like levels. So the next stage after the 6,000 was now 18,000. So I now thought to myself, if I can now borrow this 6,000 and pay it back like right now, because I don't really need the money, like I'm looking for, because I'll much prefer to at least be owning all these loan apps. I can just like throw away my SIM or something like that. So I can just I did this for a while. There was a time I was owing them a lot of money. It was not too much money, but I couldn't pay back, so I just basically like switched off my SIM and just abandoned it. So they couldn't contact me till about 3 months later. I had the money to pay back, and everything was fine. So if I could just like transfer the debt from it being school fees like 60k I'm owing to just loan up, I'm owing 60k. Like to me that was a smart move. So the idea was to just borrow, pay back, borrow, pay back, borrow, pay back. So the levels just keep increasing. So I'm able to now borrow that 60k, then pay the school fees. Then I'll not be owing this up. So that was the plan. So I now borrowed the 6,000 after I paid back the 4,000. So I borrowed the 6,000, and I was not to pay back 8,000. That's how these guys, they finance you. They just like thief your money. But that's basically how they make their money. That's like their whole business model. So it was not to pay back the 8,000. So I paid back the 8,000. So I said I had 3 something. So at this point I almost had no money again. So maybe like I had like 500 or something like that left. I used that one to buy biscuits or something like that. So I had about 5. So I now pay back the 6,000. So I was not expecting that since I paid it back now, the next level will unlock. So the 18,000 I can now borrow down, find an extra 5k or so, pays back and all that. Then the next one will unlock 20 something. Like, that was the plan. The next one did not unlock. That's what it was. That's it at that 6,000. And it was annoying, but they didn't even allow me borrow that 6,000 again. We're now like saying error, blah 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 blah. So that's how I basically just dashed them free money, basically. Then the other stupid app I borrowed, that one they were promising like if I sign in right now, they'll just let me borrow 30k instantly. So I signed in and they did not allow me borrow 30k. They didn't allow me borrow anybody. So basically I was back at zero. So the only option I now had now, because I was planning that I needed to sell, so my new plan was now to just focus on selling these phones and forget about all these stupid loan apps. So, but I needed to go to Ring Road, the market here in Benin. The main marketplace for like phones and all this is Ring Road because it's. So I needed to go there, but I didn't have transport. And now, especially now that things are quite expensive, but it was not even too expensive anyway. So I now borrowed 10k. Yeah, I borrowed 10k from this loan app. So, but I can't even remember what happened. I think, yeah, now so I borrowed 10k from this loan app. So, but when I now like took it to my account, I think they took charges or so. So it was now 9,900 and something that was left. So I now got tempted again. So I put the money back in Sporty because the Arsenal was playing a few days ago. And at least from what I heard, they are good and they will score. And when they score, my money will double. So that was the plan. So and I took the 9,000. Then put it in the Sporty, so it was not to like double it. So, but the things that I was like slow because the time the code dropped to double the money, basically, I was not with my phone. So when I got my phone back, like when I came online, the time was already running out. So before I could quickly type in the code and load it, like it had expired already. So the 9k did not double, but I just like withdrew it out back. I didn't bother again. So I withdrew it out back. Withdrew I think 2,000 for transport or something like that. Then it was now remaining 7,000 in the account. So I now went to the market with the 2,000 as transport. So now the plan was to, just like I said earlier, sell everything. So my own plan was this one. So this one before was already cracked, just like I showed you earlier. I don't know if you can see that. Just like I showed you, like you can see the screen is as if it's glitching and everything. So before, literally just last week, this thing was not this bad. It was already bad. Like it was, this ink stuff was already showing. But it was not this bad. So the plan was to just sell it off like that, at least even if it's 10k that comes out, it's good enough. But still that same Saturday is almost as if I don't know whether it's the devil or it's the universe or it's just life, as if it's knew that I want to sell this phone. The same phone now fell, so the ink now like became worse, the screen now started glitching like this. So at least the other thing on my mind was now like I have this tab, at least this one is perfectly normal. Was perfectly normal, like nothing's wrong with this one. So I was like, at least 10k must come out. Like phones like this, 10k sharp. So that was the plan. So I now got to the marketplace. So I now told them, I saw the first guy. I was like, I want to sell my phone and everything. So you saw this one is Tecno. I don't know if you can see it there, Tecno. But this iPhone camera is actually surprisingly good. Sure, I'm impressed. So this other one is Oppo. That's the one I always use to record all these videos. So the guy saw the Tecno because Tecno is like just very common, especially this one is like an old model of Tecno. So the guy now saw this Oppo and he was more like enthusiastic about this one. But the problem is that since he saw the screen glitching like this and everything, he just got discouraged. So I now went to the next year. I was now like, I want to sell the phones. So they were now like, let them see. So I showed them all of them. So first of all, when they saw these ones, that their screen is just, all these ones, they're basically dead phones from the years. None of them are working except this one. This one, the screen is just completely blank. The rest, they're not really working. But I just pack all of them just to try to make a good offer. Many minutes is this now? It's like, see, 23 minutes. The guy saw this one, so it already discouraged him. Then he now saw this one again, like this Oppo again, and I don't know. It's like this Oppo is like a significant brand. So he was enthusiastic, like he was hyped. But as he saw the screen glitching like this, he also got discouraged. Then I now told him at least this one works normally. Then he tried to like operate it just like I'm doing now. And it did not, like it just stopped working. And I was now wondering like, why is this screen not responding? And I now looked, I don't know if you can see it, Charlie. This iPhone will let you see it. So. But around here, yeah, you see this crack. Inside my bag, this stupid thing cracked. Inside, just as we were going to the market there, it's as if life or the devil, I don't even know which one it is, or whether it's one God, I don't know. As if they just knew, okay, it's going to sell the phone quickly, make it crack. So This one was so they basically just said they can't buy like they can't buy cracked phones like this, like they can't buy junk. So and I went around, asked other people, asked all of them, they said the same thing. So I was not like sad at this point because I was just thinking then I basically wasted my time coming here, and I now borrowed money again to come here, which I shouldn't have done. So, but I wasn't going to give up without a fight. So the other phone, that one is not here right now. I don't know where it is. That one, the battery is just like the battery and the power button that had faults. Like it shows, like the screen is cracked, but at least it still displays. It's not glitching. So, and I bought the battery for that one. Then, because my plan was not like, okay, since that one is not glitching like this one, at least if I can buy the battery and do the power button, I can sell that one so another 10k could come out. So I now bought the battery for that one 2008. So from about 7k I had in my account, it was now like 5,000 something. So I now went for this PSP. So this is one old PSP I've had for probably more than, this thing should be like going to 15 years now, which is crazy. I'm not sure, no, it won't be up to 15 years, but it's more than 10 years. Shut up, so I can see. Since definitely more than 10 years. So I saw this in our house randomly, and obviously nobody uses this thing again. Me, I don't even care. So I now checked online. Me and my roommates, we checked online. And I found out that it's still worth decent amount of money. So I was happy that if I'm able to, the thing didn't have charger. So if I'm able to just get charger, it didn't have charger, it didn't have battery, but it can work without battery. Like if you just plug the charger, it won't work. So it was not like, okay, if you can just like buy charger for this one, I said it's not sharp. So that was the plan. But when I also noticed the memory card, it was not looking very good, but I didn't think too much of it. So since I was already there in the Ring Road side, so funny enough, the Ring Road place, they didn't even have charger for this thing. I had to go from there to New Benin again. So in the New Benin side, they now had the charger. So I was now happy, finally. So guess how much the charger? They said 10k. Financial price. It was now 6k I eventually paid. So in my account, I had 5,000. Then I said I withdrew 2,000 earlier. So from the 1,000, I gave the guy that one to the remaining. I used it to enter box. No, I didn't even come back home. I went to work from there. I was supposed to go to work, but I just like skipped work first and went to market. But when I got there, nobody really noticed, so I didn't get in trouble. So that was not so the new plan was not like, since I've gotten charger for this one, is working now. This is the charger, this is the PSP. It's now working now. So to just like sell it off. And that other phone too, I've gotten battery for it. Is to just do the power button, sell them off, at least 20-30k will come out. Before all this, yeah. So part of the reason why I wanted to sell all these phones again, online I saw this guy that was selling iPhone 6s 32 gig and was selling it for 50k. So I think 52k or 50 thereabouts. So me and the guy now shot bargain. So the guy now agreed to sell it 40k for me. So I now told him, but the guy now said like there's a lot of demand for the phone, like everybody wants to buy it because it's iPhone. So if I actually want to buy it, I should buy it as fast as possible because like every other person wants to buy the phone as well. So I now told him that like I didn't want to tell him I don't have the money, so I was not like I'll pay half first, and yeah, agreed. So the plan was not to, just like I said, sell all these phones. So when 20k comes out, pay him the half. Later, as I also do another 20k, pay him that one. So when I get the phone 40k, I'll now resell it for like maybe 70, 60 or whatever. So that was like another plan. But just as I was not able to sell any of them, and I ended up coming back broker than I left. So I just told the guys to not worry again. So that was that. Yeah, I think that's basically all that has happened so far. Yeah. Still any other thing again. Yeah, so that was all. And also part of it was like I just showed you my phone. This thing is glitching like much. So I was like, I would like a new phone now. So if I could use the 6S, it don't go bad. But I just like put my head back in the game. So basically, the problem that now happened with this one, I now put the charger, PSP is working, everybody's happy, thank God. No games inside, and it's not, maybe I'm not sure it's because there's no game. The memory card was having faults, like the thing had broken also. So I need to get a new memory card with games. I already have a memory card in my phone before, so it's to just get like card reader stuff. I just hope the thing will fit, but I'm very sure it will fit inside. So it's to just get card reader stuff, put in my memory card, you can just download or install games and stuff like that. So hopefully I should still be able to say that's like the new looking forward plan now. Then this one I will try to do the screen. Then also again the stupid charging port won't see spots. But you can't blame, sometimes you can't really blame all these things. These things are almost 10 years old. I think this one he bought it back in 2018. So this thing's like 6 years now. Imagine. So you can't really blame all these things. It's not like it's not completely their fault. So that's not the new plan now. When I repair this one and I get the games for this one, then the last phone, that one is not here right now. So that one, I told you before that I bought the battery. So it seems like it's blue. In the previous video, the phone was part of it, but it's not here now. So it's just this recording is kind of hard. Like I'm sure I'll always keep coming here. Just pardon the video if it's like that. I'm not used to this setup. And this video is going to be long as fuck, especially as I'm using iPhone to record it, and it's going to be significantly harder to upload. So maybe I might edit it. Funny enough, I might also not edit it. But basically that one, it was battery and power button. So I told you I bought the battery. So the power button, that was now the main issue now, and I just spent all my money I had basically on all these stupid things. So another thing again, still that last week or maybe about 2 weeks ago there, but I had like a little bit of extra money. So one of my co-workers at work / friend told me that there's this weather forex thing he was about to do, that if I can just borrow him 5k, that will return the money back to me and all that. So I borrowed him the 5k, I sent him the 5k, so it was not to pay his back. Except he has not paid it back. Like I don't know whether the guy is not capping, whether it's actually true or it's false. But to me, because before I was fully believing it, but now 60% of me just feels like this guy is capping. 40% feels like it's true. Because like as long as your bank account is linked to your phone, sending the money to somebody else is not easy. It was like, oh, my bank app is having issue, or oh, I forgot to bring my card, so today now brought the card is to withdraw the money and give me back. Oh, I lost my card. Oh, so I'll bring like just for many days now. It's like maybe it might not be lying, sure. Maybe it might actually have lost his card, but it's starting to feel as if like this nigga doesn't have money. It's just what to just say the truth. So anyhow, I'm just starting to no longer put my mind on it. So, and I thought he was actually going to give me the money today. So that other phone, I tried went to take it to repair. The guy that is to repair. So I told the guy to put power button. The guy said it will cost 3,000. So I gave it to the guy to repair. So put the power button. This one is probably the longest of this, but this is basically where we've been at so far. I don't even know. So before all this, I think the last video or the second to the last one, I was like, I wanted to go all in on YouTube. Like I wanted to just focus on making YouTube videos, 3 videos a day, every single day and all that. But the reason why I ended up not doing it again, because I just became honest with myself. I was just like, me and you both know that you probably will not make money in 30 days, even if you upload 20 videos a day. Probably, maybe you would, like there's a high chance you would, but from my own experience, especially when I'm trying to make money in 30 days and stuff, you have like a plan. Like, okay, 3 videos a day every day for 30 days on affiliate links and all that, you make money. That's like the plan. So you will now start this plan. But 2 weeks into the plan, 3 days into the plan, 7 days into the plan, you realize that this thing is going to be a lot harder, and it's probably not going to happen in 30 days. Of course, you'll still make progress and you become successful, but it's probably not going to happen in 30 days. And that thing again is like, it's just like, I just thought to myself, like, I'm tired of doing all these things, because when I now realize that, oh, this thing is probably going to take a lot longer than 30 days and it's significantly more work, because you just think, oh, I'll just make this type of videos, but or whatever the hustle is, but you will now realize that, oh, this type of videos will not work. I have to become significantly better at making this type of video. I have to do this. So 2 weeks in, 3 days in, 7 days in, 8 days in, now you're discouraged, and before you know it, you jump to the next one again. So now instead of maybe YouTube automation, is now copywriting. Oh, copywriting 30 days, I'll make my money. Then you realize, like, you will now go down the rabbit hole, of watching videos, researching and everything. You're very excited. Then what will now happen? You will now actually start. Then you start doing the outreach or writing the copy and everything. Then you also realize the same thing. Yes, of course, I can definitely become successful, but it's probably not going to be in 30 days. Then you will get discouraged again. and jump to the next thing. Oh, affiliate marketing. Oh, affiliate marketing, very easy. Yes, if I can just sell 1 or 2 products, I've made my money back. Oh, 30 days. Then 1 or 7 days in, 8 days in, after I actually start, realize also that, this thing, it's going to be significantly. And another thing again, I used to discourage me was, like, I've always known that I actually want to, like, do YouTube. That's why I'm making this video right now. This is the thing that actually I've always wanted to do since literally 2019 till this day as I'm making this video. So when I now realize that all these other side hustles, all these other small quick cash things I'm trying, that they will just take just as much effort and time just as making videos like this and getting good at making videos. So I just wonder to myself, then why am I not just making the videos? But I'll not be like, oh, but I still need money first. So like, that's basically where I found myself. So I just like told myself that I'm not going to rush things. Like, of course I still want to kind of rush things in sense that I need money, obviously, but at the same time I'm tired of just jumping from business model to business model to business model. I'm trying to make money in 30 days. I've said it many times. He said, why don't you think in terms of 300 days? Why don't you think in terms of 3,000 days? Now you're able to. It's just like if you're boiling food, like even though you need it good enough, like you need the fire to be fast enough, but if it's too fast, first of all, the food will not get done. Like maybe if it's rice, the rice will not get soft, it's not be properly cooked, and of course, and other than that, the rice will not burn as well. So you need to, like, of course you need fire, you need like that aggression and everything, but you need to also kind of take it easy. I don't necessarily want to say take it easy. Oh, I didn't even want this thing back. But this thing off this whole time. I thought I wanted it back before. Don't ask me. I'm supposed to own this Wrangler shorts. Well, the video will be good anyways. But yeah, that was basically the whole journey now. So now the new plan again is, but another thing I also just told myself is, even if for whatever reason I feel, because sometimes I actually kind of start to get anxious, I just start to get scared that if I actually can't pay this thing back, like I'm kind of fucked. Like the ending of March is not far again. April is literally just a few weeks from today now. It's not even 45 days again, it's not even 60 days, it's not 30 days again, it's literally just a few weeks now. And if I can't make this money back, I'm screwed. But at the same time, I also just wonder, like, yes, you kind of screwed because I basically didn't pay school fees for like an entire session. But at the same time, does it really matter? First of all, we're all going to die at the end of the day, so even whether I paid school fees every session, whether I didn't pay at all, it didn't really matter at the end. And also, let's assume debt is not too far-fetched. Just literally this time next year, what's today? Today is March 6th, 2024. Sorry, 2025. Will I still be stressing, school fees? Probably not. So like, why am I not putting this unnecessary stress / pressure on myself? Like, of course, you want to work hard, you want to be successful and all that, but just I don't want to say take it easy because it will make you sound like a weak little bitch, but just like let yourself cook properly, let yourself do the thing properly rather than just trying to rush it and all that. And also another thing again that usually wants to make me rush it is I always usually have the reason to justify why I should make money now. Like right now is, I need to pay my school fees, so I need the money right now. But in the past, I also did the cycle I just told you, start to do, 2 weeks later, realize the reality of it. This probably not going to happen in 30 days and it's hard as fuck. I'm discouraged. So, on to the next. Hey, dropshipping. Hey, copywriting, SMMA, YouTube, whatever. So, and I realized also that there's always something to justify the reason for doing. Like now is, I want to pay my school fees. A few months ago or last year, it was like I want to pay off my debts. Another period it was, I want to get money for my mom. I need money to buy. Like there's always a reason to justify. I'm not trying to say, like I said, that I don't like. I just want to be lazy and chill and all that. Maybe that's probably what has been happening to me because I've kind of slacked off like crazy recently. But I don't necessarily want to say I want to take things slowly, but I want to just be more patient, basically, and I want to actually do it properly. Like I want the food to get done well. I want to make better, higher quality videos. And I want to just do a business model that I'm not going to be jumping around. I'm not going to quit after 2 weeks. I'm going to literally stick to it for years. Basically forever if possible. But basically that's the update. So the new plan now is to, like I said, repair this one and try and sell it. But the thing I'm not just keep on using, like all the money I'm putting into repair, Like when I sell it, will I really get it back? Because maybe after all the repairs and everything, I now sell it, like 5k profits will come out, 10k profits will come out. Like all the maybe extra 10k I put into it, maybe I put 10k into it and I now sell it for 15. That's 5k. But I just wonder, what if I just saved that 10k? You know. And same thing with this one now. So I don't know, sure. And this one, I'm not sure anybody really wants to buy it, except I price it super cheap and all that. But so sell, repair this one, sell it, repair this one, or find memory card, put game inside, sell it. Then the other one I said I want to repair, when that one is there, sell it as well. So that's basically the new plan. Then the bicycle, this thing I also noticed, one last thing I will say before I go. I noticed that if you're selling to all these guys, like all those guys that will buy the phone from you, like they are like phone repair guys. So basically, them too, they are trying to make profits as well. So they will buy it as cheap as possible. They are not going to want to buy it as a great deal. So I noticed that if you want to actually make good money, you have to sell it to consumers, like directly to the consumers. But if you're selling to all these like retailers, not necessarily retailers, but all these other guys, I'll still resell it again. Like they'll just try and buy it as cheaply as possible, so they're not going to make good enough money. So I'm thinking instead of trying to sell this one, because when I last went to the place where I bought this charger from, so where I bought this charger from, the guy obviously knew that I don't play this shit. It was not like, you want to repair it for your junior brother? I was not like, yeah, my junior brother. So the guy was not like, let him buy it from me. Like he wants to buy it from me if I'm down to sell it. So I was like, of course. So and I told him, give me 30k. And guy also, he looked at me and asked, well, yeah, give me 20. And he still looked at me and asked me, okay, how much do you want to buy it? And I said, give me 7k. I should give it to him for 7k. So that's basically the price I'm trying to make, because basically the point I'm trying to make, sorry. Because the guy will buy it 7k, then maybe we just like, because the guy said if he buys it, he will like clean it up, make it look finer. Buy it 7k, maybe spend like 5k to like package it and make it look good again. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's basically 12k, then he will sell it for 40. So you just see the difference. So what if I'm the one that just sells it directly to the consumer, and maybe I might not be able to sell it for that 40, but I sell it for 20. So it's still like better profits. So same thing with this one, because if I go to all these guys now, like literally they can price this thing for maybe 6k, because like them to, because when they price it for 6k, they will touch it up a little bit and make it look better, then sell it to somebody else for 15. So them too, they are trying to make profits. You can't entirely blame them, but that's basically one thing I noticed. Like just sell better directly to consumers, so you will usually make more profits. But it's usually more stressful, because if maybe anything is wrong with the phone, or you know, like they don't like it or whatever, like you're the one that will have to deal with all of that. Because before I was thinking like my bicycle, I'll sell it to all these guys, but the last time I tried to sell it, they were like, they will buy it for 20k. Like they will buy it 20k, or 15k will be my own, then 5k will be like their cut inside. So like it's not even them that will actually buy it, they will just put it in their shop, so that any customer that comes and is interested. But that same bicycle, I believe that if I maybe take 10k to like touch it up, change the brakes, spray it, make it look better and all that, I can easily sell it for 60k. Easily. That's if you sell it directly to like a consumer and stuff. So anyways, that's been the whole updates for now. Anyhow, even if, like I said, even if we don't make the money back, so this is a good time to look back on that. When I was 20 years old, these are the stupid things I did. But I don't necessarily, on one hand I see it, you know, it's very stupid, many of the things I've done. But on the other hand, it's like, when you're 25, what you have to remember about being 20? So these are just a few of them. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. This is our new camera setup. For now, this is what we'll be using. I want to even record another video now. I will see you in another 5 days, and hopefully the next 5 days is going to be good news this time.